How are we doing? Hi. Hi. How are we? Yeah, I just want to stream. I just want to do a little morning stream, you know? Is that iNabber? It is indeed. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Yeah, I just wanted to do like a different sort of stream where we just kind of like react to videos and stuff. So yeah, hello everybody. We've got quite a few people here for this early. Ayo, is that super cool YouTuber iNabber? It is. Music's a bit loud. How's that? What happened to your video? I just didn't really like the video, to be honest with you, so I just took it down. Mic is a bit low. Hold on. How's that? Is that any better? Is that better? You should be able to hear me now. Turn the mic up. I literally can't. Is it on the right mic? Just a little more. How about that? Is that better? How's that? Is that better? I can put it closer. Is that better? Hello, everybody. Yeah? We all good? Yeah? Okay. All right. I'll put the sound back up for like when we are... what am I saying? When we're watching shit. Because we are going to be watching shit. I've kind of like changed my like layout today. So you guys will be up on the top left. I'm just kind of like stealing other streamers' layouts and stuff. Way better. Okay. Where the hell is your BTTV? What does that mean? Oh, let me change the chat. It's in the wrong place. Okay, there we go. Nice one. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to take a look at some videos today. It's emotes. What do you mean? So, see, I'm not a Twitch professional, so I can't answer that. Damn, very nice. I know, right? I look all professional. But I kind of wanted to watch these Nikocado, Avocado videos. Is Pikachu wearing a hat in the background? Yes, it's Detective Pikachu. Actually, no, it's not. It's just got another thing lying on it. But yeah, have you guys seen these videos? Not these ones. These ones. Like, well, oh, let me turn the music down. Yeah, like, well, I haven't watched any of this shit, and I'm planning, like, I'm planning on doing a video on it, but it's like, there's so much to go through. There's like so much here, and I think a lot of you may have seen his like beef with Ooh, what was that? Hey, leftist subscribe. Thank you so much. I don't know why that didn't come through. Let me it should come through. Alert box. Okay, you're gonna come through there now. A lot of streamers use it. It's got animated emotes as well. Oh, okay. Well, I'll look into that. I can't get myself to watch these videos. Gets too sad. Yeah, I mean, the thing is with Nikocado, I feel like a lot of it is an act. Obviously, I mean the gaining weight and stuff is obviously not an act, but like it's very obvious bait, you know. But at the same time, it's not, you know, it's like half and half. It's kind of hard to distinguish. Like, he is blatantly, you know, killing himself from what he's doing. But at the same time, he clearly knows that content like this, like, I'm disabled, Taco Tuesday, my life as a disabled person, my new diet as a disabled person. It's like, and I may not be right in saying this, but I'm pretty sure, like, it's like he's broke a few bones or something. Like, he broke a rib, right? Am I wrong in saying that? Chat? He broke a few ribs. Yeah, like, so he's not like, I don't class breaking a rib as being disabled, because you're not like permanently in that state, right? Like, am I really wrong in saying that? I don't think that's like a politically incorrect thing to say. He like broke a few bones. Like, I've broke a few bones before. I broke my fucking toe last year. If I uploaded a video saying, guys, I'm disabled now, I think that probably wouldn't go down too well with the YouTube community. But it's being injured. Yeah, you're not wrong. It literally is. Like, it's not. Hold on, let me move the chat around. There we go. That's better. Right. So where do we start? Because there's a lot. I mean, what's the content like, in general? Let's say, so he got a diagnosis.
I'm here. I'm here. I am alive. I am here.
Sorry, I just read his shirt. Oh, me too, buddy. Me too.
A lot of messages from
we will look into Charlie's video. Sorry, I need to watch a few. I need to go through the whole thing, because like, I am planning on doing a video on, I'm researching it now, and I also have like a research document already done. I have like a vague idea, but I haven't fully watched the videos, is what I mean.
Who are concerned, as I am. But yesterday was a long, long night. My trip to
You guys can hear this,
get the
right?
x-rays took a lot longer than I thought it would. No! But I have the results. And I had to get a radiologist to look at it. Then the practitioner
What is it?
had to look at it. And then they had to do more x-rays because they wanted to double check the first time around. I haven't showered. Look at my hair. I haven't showered for days.
Should we skip
I
forward?
am not, I usually come really freshly shaven, and I haven't shaved because I've been not okay. I feel numb right now with all the steroids that I'm on. Thank you to
Wait,
my...
so what did he actually do? Like, how is it bad? Yeah, I can't. Dude, do you expect me to take him serious when he's wearing a shirt saying it's just wool?
patrons who they've been watching this all unfold behind the scenes.
I mean, yeah. So when it comes to like weight and stuff, like a lot of people kind of like construe weight with simply like. Thank you. That came through twice, but thank you so much, Raylan, for subscribing. So the thing is with weight gain, as somebody who was, I mean, I've lost a lot of weight, but as somebody who was, like a big dude, a lot of people construe being like a bigger person, and in terms of like health, if you've got like good blood levels, like your cholesterol levels are low, you're fine. But a lot of people don't speak about the fact that it can lead to like things of where you get another subscribe. Hey, everyone's subscribing. Thanks, Solzies. A lot of people forget that. Well, no, a lot of people just don't talk about the fact like weight gain can like contribute to things such as like back pain and general long-term like problems with your body rather than just cholesterol related issues. And that's like I started to get really bad back pain, and I just kind of thought, oh, I'm getting old. But no, it was like I had quite a lot of like weight. So and now I've gotten rid of a lot of weight. I'm hello, Mr. iNabber, I made it. Hello, Hev. Yeah, and now I've gotten like a lot of weight off. I don't really have any back problems anymore. And like, I'm not like saying you need to change your body like based on what I've done, but I'm just saying like based on my personal experience, like a lot of people don't really speak to you about a lot of issues that can come with being a larger weight.
And I just posted today another vlog, and tonight I'll be doing something else, like a live stream and posting some photos from the hospital. So if you're a patron, I really appreciate that. If you'd like to join, you can click the link down in the description box.
I shouldn't laugh. Like I don't want to laugh, but it's like it's like hard to take him serious.
If you want to come see more about what's happening to me,
click the link below to follow my Patreon. You'll get exclusive weekly videos about my life, plus tons of mukbangs not allowed on YouTube. Link below.
And I know I should be eating. Eat to survive. That's the joke. I'm on like 4
Weight gain is always a rough one because it's quite stressful and it can be dealt with healthily. That's the thing. A lot of people put on a lot of weight and they get very stressed and they see a lot of extreme diets out there and they immediately think, I need to lose weight in this drastically quick manner. And I understand that I have lost a lot of weight in a quick way, but like it's not about really losing weight. It's all about like a lifestyle, in my opinion. Like you shouldn't go on a diet if you are thinking about it to like lose a bunch of weight immediately, and then you're done. You should be thinking, how can I maintain a healthy lifestyle rather than how can I lose a bunch of weight in the space of 3 months. That shouldn't be your end goal. Your end goal should be, I need to have a healthy lifestyle. And if I do lose weight, I need to be able to maintain that. And going on these like drastic, crazy diets, that's not impossible to maintain, but for a lot of people it is, because you end up just like missing the food that you crave really badly and end up going on binges. Because that's what's happened to that, not now, but like that's what happened to me in the past. I'd go on like these stupid diets and then I'd miss the food that I'm craving, and then I just fucking binge a load of it, man. And that ends up in more weight gain than you try to lose overall. Yeah, I aim to focus on stuff where it's what my stamina's like, how strong I am, rather than look at the numbers of the scale. Yeah, I personally weigh myself because I like to be able to track, and it keeps me motivated. But I understand a lot of people don't like to do that because it can be very like disenfranchising with the whole weight loss thing, or just dieting in general, when you're looking at the scales after 2 weeks and you haven't lost anything, because that's like upsetting, But also, I understand that these conversations are quite triggering for a lot of you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying any of you need to lose weight. I'm just saying for the people in the chat that have ever thought about it, or are considering like trying to go on some form of diet, just do it in a healthy way. Don't go on a stupid crash course diet. Hey, it's Dora. Thanks for subscribing. But the ultimate way to lose weight is obviously being in a calorie deficit, and even that can be quite triggering. But what I would recommend is just cut out a lot of blatantly unhealthy things. Like if you're getting 3 takeaways a week, put that down to 1 takeaway, just shit like that. And by the way, I'm not a dietitian. If you are going to listen to somebody for actual advice, go to a nutritionist. But my advice would just be do it in a healthy way. Don't do it to a ridiculous level, and actually look at the recommended things from scientists and nutritionists. You know what I mean? Hey, by the way, Quinn, thank you for subscribing. Let's continue. I'm not skinny by any means, but I'm not in the spot I was at a few years ago. I understand what you mean. Right now, I'm not skinny, but and I'm not where I was a few years ago. I would like to get back. I would like to get where I was in 2016 in terms of weight. But yeah. Did I miss some messages? Nope. Let's continue.
Medications all at once right now. And the saddest part... Hello. It's me. I'm going to try to do this video again. The hardest part about this experience is 2 things. One of them is the fact that I don't know how long it's going to take. Yes, I have broken 3 ribs. 3. Okay. I thought maybe 1 or 2. 3. 3 ribs. And it explains so much, And the second hardest part, the first hard part is I don't know how long it's going to take to heal. These things can take people...
By the way, a broken rib, I'd never have had one, but my dad got in an accident of when he was on a long bike ride, and a fucking deer just comes runs out into the road and crashes into him, and I think he broke multiple ribs, and he said there's not a pain he has felt more than broken ribs. He said every minute of the day he was in excruciating pain, and that's terrifying, man. I would never want to. So I think he probably is in pain here. And I'm going to wait before I make my assumptions about what the actual cause is. I'm going to wait for him to say it if he
Anywhere from 12 weeks to 15 weeks. Weeks? Months. I'm currently on a lot of steroid medication right now. And it still hurts if I walk or twist my body. But it's a dull ache versus stabbing. And I can still walk. I can walk just fine. I don't need a walker. But I have to go slowly. And I have to shuffle my feet. So that kind of sucks. Not knowing how long it will take. The other part is that I have to be basically immobile for I don't know how long. I don't know how long. And, things are really, really hard for me because of my weight, because of this size. And...
See, as much as, it's a really difficult thing because I laugh at Nikocado. I do, just because some of the things he does are so blatantly ridiculous. But at the same time, it's he clearly isn't in the best of ways. You know what I mean? It's as much as it's an act, and as much as he trolls, it's sad because this is a guy that has blatantly seen that this content of what he does, of uploading absolutely insane things. Let's just go look at some of these videos. He has, I believe, 2 or 3 channels of where he uploads the exact same things, and it's just this, and he knows this is going to get views. Just some of the most ridiculous things. I keep gaining weight and now I don't care anymore. 100 spicy dumplings. We broke up because I'm too fat. He knows this content is going to get him views, and obviously I can criticize him knowing that it's a really bad thing to do, because a lot of people have been saying there's this whole debate: should we deplatform Nikocado? Should we get him demonetized? And it's a difficult thing because when it comes to deplatforming, I don't really support it because I don't want to give YouTube that level of power, but I also don't think YouTube themselves want that power, because at the same time, if they deplatform Nikocado Avocado, where does it end there? Are they then now going to say that mukbangs are banned? Because there will become this blurred line of what's allowed, and obviously this content is wrong in my opinion, and I would like it to not exist. But I don't know if deplatforming him is the right way to go about things, because I think he'll just go onto other platforms and do this stuff. And I think there are worse people on YouTube than Nikocado Avocado who get by freely every single day and make a lot of money. So I don't think deplatforming Nikocado is the right move. I think that. Oh, by the way, we got a hype train going apparently. I'm going to share it in the chat, but. Yeah, I don't think deplatforming is the right move, but at the same time, it doesn't mean you can't criticize him, you know? This content is bad because I think it sets a precedent of a lot of other content creators will see this and think, no, I'm going to bank on this, because it does get views. This is his second channel, and it gets more views than all of my videos do, man. And that's just how it is. A lot of people will find it funny and click on it like we do. A lot of people will feel bad for him like we do and click on it. But also, a lot of people are just into this shit. A lot of people do like watching this for some messed up reason, and I think that ultimately, as long as that continues, he's going to capitalize on it. And it's a bit of a conundrum of where do we go? Hey, Raylan gifted 2 subs. Thank you so much, dude. Mahel and Cheemstar, enjoy your subscriptions. I think you are now eligible to some emotes. Welcome. But yeah, he made a new penguins half an hour ago. Eating like penguins. Yeah, it's like, it's a really weird situation because I think he's a bad dude, but at the same time, it's just like, what can you do? Like, realistically, chat, like, give me your opinions. Like, put 1 in the chat if you're for deplatforming, 2 if you're against it when it comes to Nikocado. Because personally, I'm against it. I don't think that will resolve anything. And to be honest with you, I think it'll just make him in a worse state. Can I say 1.5? Yeah, you can say 1.5, Solzus. You can. I just don't think it'll do anything. I think it's set, and realistically, I think like deplatforming should only be for like actual like fucking Nazis, you know? Like I don't think it should be for people that upload controversial content like this. But yeah, I'm glad everybody agrees with me. I'm glad there's like some middle ground here. I think the whole deplatforming thing, even when it comes to Eugenia Cooney, a lot of people were sending me messages being like, we need to get her off the platform. And I was like, do we need to get off the platform? I think it would probably make it much worse. You know, I just think it isn't a good thing to set because ultimately it's probably going to set some nasty precedents for the future. I think people need to stop giving him attention. That's true. But again, if people stop giving him attention and criticizing him, you have to think he's going to go another level. He's going to go another fucking level, dude. Like, he will literally get worse, in my opinion. Because he'll think, right, people are done with this content. I need to go another step. I don't think he'll go back and, like, think, right, I need to, like, lose weight, go on a healthy lifestyle diet. I don't think he'll do that. I think he will literally go fucking, like... He'll go like fucking super Nikocado. He will go hyper Nikocado. He will do the most crazy shit possible just to get attention from us. And it's just the sad thing of like, there is no resolution here. It's only a downward spiral, you know? Hey, I saw you live. Hey, welcome. He has merch that says my weight is a myth. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, he knows this, by the way, guys. Like, it's not... Nikocado Avocado is not stupid. He knows why he is... how he is in terms of like a physique. I'm just not trying to be a dick, by the way. But I think it's also a case of like, just because he knows and just because he's like painfully self-aware, as Critical said in his video, I don't think it's an excuse, to be honest with you. You know, I mean, let's look at. I mean, do you want to watch... All right, 1 in the chat if you want me to watch Critical's video, 2 in the chat if you want me to watch Nikocado's video on Critical. The only resolution... Okay, you want me to watch Critical's video? Okay. No, that's not... That's the wrong Critical. Critical. There we go.
I was an extra in the...
The fuck? I guess I just don't watch YouTube much anymore. Which one is it? This YouTuber is slowly killing himself for views.
How far would you go for some updates on the internet? How badly do you want to suckle from that juicy teat of internet clout? I've actually started quite a few videos with that exact same question. It seems that today the most important thing to people is the numbers on the screen. Bigger number, better person. Everyone's so desperate to
he is getting some good fucking numbers. I think Critical must be like the most popular commentary channel of all time. It's kind of weird because like Critical's content has always fascinated me because it's not like really highly edited or anything. That's not a critique. It's like that's who he is. You know, it's like I think people just like this really chill dude. Hey, I'll just say Ellie. Ellie, thank you so much for subscribing at Tier 1 for 3 months. Thank you. I think Critical has that nice, chill presence, which everybody just likes listening to. It is kind of like listening to Jesus speak, because, I mean, the look as well.
Squeeze as much milk as possible from those beautiful honkers of internet points, and no price is too high. We've seen some wacky, goofy shit recently for those internet points. You remember those dudes that went to jail for 3 years on TikTok because they were filming a stop the train prank where they just sit on the train tracks and hope the train stops in time before they get brutally fucking blasted by it, and then it actually did stop and then they went to jail. We also recently saw that kid play the fake robbery prank on some strangers and he got shot and died for it. His last words were quite literally, "Just a prank, bro." At least according to a few sources, that was an extremely sad one. So we've seen some crazy shit. People really will do anything for some internet fame. And today I want to talk about a pretty special case. It's someone that I'm sure you've heard of. I've talked about him before. A lot of people have. He's been a big name on YouTube for a while. His name's Nikocado Avocado. If you're on Twitter, you've probably seen his asshole floating around pretty often. For some reason, it was a big trend in meme to just post Nikocado Avocado's OnlyFans content all over.
Yeah, like what was that about? Like what was this era of YouTubers like fucking posting everyone's OnlyFans? Like I just didn't want to see it. I just didn't want to sell it. I think I have seen Nikocado Avocado's asshole like 60 times. I just don't want to see that on my Twitter timeline, but it pops up, man. It pops up, and I'm like, how? Like, I don't even follow Nikocado, I think. I mean, if I do, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but yeah.
Over Twitter, so I've seen his butthole more times than I've seen him doing his mukbangs. For those that don't know, Nikocado Avocado is a mukbang YouTuber. It's primarily what he does. Mukbangs are when you just eat on camera, and that's about it. I'm not really here to get into the lore of Nikocado Avocado. There's a ton of videos that do dive into it. I want to talk about what's going on recently with him. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and take my swampy ass out of here for a second and let Nikocado Avocado kind of take it away. This is from his most recent video. This is kind of what his content has become.
I wouldn't have become disabled if it weren't for you people who encouraged these videos.
See, like, he knows, like, as much as, like, it's bad what he's saying, like, it's a dick thing to blame everybody else, but he knows for a fact, like, it's a control, it's like bait, like Nikocado knows what he's saying is going to get an angry reaction.
So this is the $10. Ouch! My ribs! How many months are we going to have to endure this pain? All right, let's go for this. Ooh, this definitely looks cheesier.
I would like some of that pizza.
This one. And I'm allergic to this one too. Oh, but sometimes in life you just want what you can't have.
The worst thing is his fan base falls for every. So does Nikocado actually have a fan base? That's what I'm wondering, because I've always been under the impression that half his views come from the fact that people just want to see a fucking car crash. But I've never really done a deep dive into his actual fan base. I would love to like find a forum or something where there's like a bunch of Nikocado fans just fucking swarming like a hive mind together.
Allowed to have garlic, or lots of onions, or durian.
I don't like sand.
Now, to anyone that's familiar with this creator, you'll probably think that this is nothing special. This just looks like every other video he's ever made, just with less crying. You've probably even seen Nikocado Avocado around other parts of the internet. If you don't even know who he is, you've probably seen some of his clips. He usually will eat something and then just start breaking down into tears and crying about something. He's notorious for constantly crying. So then why did I decide this video and these clips to show you? Well, as you can tell from the title of that video, he now claims to be a disabled person, which I'll get into in a minute, but I want to focus on what he said at the beginning, outside of making some of the most revolting noises I've heard in quite some time while undergoing some kind of exorcism.
Yeah, I saw a lot of criticism on Charlie for for Charlie's points, and like I don't personally know if Charlie's got anything wrong. I haven't like gone through the whole saga as we are doing literally right now, but I can't imagine he would have gotten that. There's like how much wrong is there to say about Nikocado? It's pretty easy to critique him.
He said it's your fault for encouraging these videos. Now he says shit like this pretty often. And it shows me that there's still some self-awareness deep within him somewhere, locked deep away. But that rational side of him, he keeps buried, locked in a cage, and still does this content, even knowing better, even knowing that it's a complete detriment to his overall health.
See, I'm glad that he's pointed out that it is complete self-awareness. Like, obviously, Nikocado doesn't blame everybody else. Like, obviously, he knows for a fact, like, it's his fault.
Well-being. He continues to do it while still having that small glimmer of self-awareness. he says it's your fault for encouraging it, and he's absolutely right. Nikocado Avocado didn't start as this kind of channel. Even 4 years ago, 2017, so 4 years ago now, he was a very healthy person. He seemed to be pretty...
Trying to say that Charlie's after him because he's fat. That's not
mentally, sound. He wasn't breaking down on camera all the time and going wild and crazy. From what I remember, he was even extremely good at an instrument. I think it was the violin, if I remember correctly. He was a vegan. He was just preaching some really positive stuff. But then he started to notice that the videos that gained a lot of traction were videos where he was just fucking gluttonous and eating 1,000,000 calories per sitting. So he stuck with it. And now he has a couple of channels where he does this pretty much every day, and it's been like this for the last 4 or so years. This is what he used to look like in 2017, and then when the videos really started to gain traction, he gained over 200 pounds in the last couple of years. And it's absolutely true. It's the audience's fault for this. They created what Nikocado Avocado has become. Obviously, it's not all their fault. He is making the conscious decisions to completely throw away his health and well-being, which has now led to his disability, which he claims to have. Again, Nikocado Avocado is not the most reliable narrator. He makes a lot of shit up sometimes. So whether or not he actually now has a disability, it's anyone's guess. He claims to have 3 broken ribs, which is a tribute.
I don't think I blame the audience. I really don't. Obviously... it's like a hard one, isn't it? This whole situation is very difficult in terms of it's like a ultimately Nikocado is at fault in my opinion. And I don't know, because Nikocado has been doing this shit for a long time, and I don't know at this point if you can blame everybody for it. And I know Charlie's not doing that here, but I'd say ultimately I'd pin 90% of the blame on him and 10% on us for reacting to this shit and making these videos. But ultimately, I don't think I blame everybody, because for the most part, I think a lot of people are saying that, hey, you need to get help. And it's is it necessarily wrong for us to say that somebody needs to get help? We can't just turn away and pretend it isn't happening, because it's happening. And I think if we were to turn away, I think it would get worse and worse, in my opinion. It's like being blamed for the petrol crisis. Is that? Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Incredible weight gain, incredible being the wrong word, really just astonishingly upsetting weight gain that he's been putting on recently. He claims that the weight of his body has now broken a few of his ribs, which now has him bedridden. And he also claimed to now have to have a full-time nurse in order for him to just engage in day-to-day activities. And he also has been diagnosed with sleep apnea, I believe, which is why you'll see on his most recent thumbnails, he has that machine hooked up to his nose that makes him look like some kind of cyborg from the future.
Is that a real thing that he uses then? Does he need that because of his broken ribs or some shit? Is this a real thing that he needs to use? I'm not too sure. Also, just apologizing. Oh no, there's no need to apologize, dude. I didn't see you say anything wrong at all.
Future or something.
He's had it since childhood.
It seems to really be going downhill quickly for him. People have been saying for the last couple of years that Nikocado Avocado is literally killing himself for YouTube views, and it's absolutely true. He is slowly killing himself and documenting the journey the entire time while having an understanding of exactly what he's doing. He's well aware that he is throwing away his health, his well-being, his happiness, for the sake of some YouTube views, because his audience continues to eat it up, much like he eats up 1,000,000 fucking cheeseburgers every couple of days. For almost the last 4 years, almost every day, he has done mukbangs like this, where he's eating 6 pizzas, 8 pizzas. He'll get fucking McDonald's and he'll order everything off the menu and then ask if they can just tilt the grill over to get a little extra grease in a cup for him to drink on camera. It has been an extremely sad thing to see. He's also been saying for a little while now that he's going to be losing some weight. His weight loss journey has begun. But what ends up happening is for every pound he loses, he gains 10 more. I didn't play much of the video here, but he even mentioned that. He even goes on to say after the Your Fault speech that he started his weight loss and he lost a pound but then gained 3 more because he wanted to please his audience with more videos or something like that. So it's just truly a pretty awful thing to see. As you probably noticed from the screenshot, the last 6 days he's posted a video each day talking about his disability and his new diet with it, and each one he has tons and tons of food from different places.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like I know where this is going, so I think we can just skip to the next one, because I kind of want to see, because I know Nikocado responded, so I kind of want to see what the response was from Charlie. Damn, these videos are getting fucking views, to be fair. Holy shit. All right, let's go through this.
Nikocado Avocado has set a new world record for YouTuber response time for drama. This was a pretty impressive speed run. Within a few hours of my video being up, he had his entire response filmed and then posted this morning. So very impressive speed there. And there's a few things I want to talk about, so let's just go ahead and dive in.
I think it's more people like watching a car crash. I don't think people watch the video for the food anymore. I think a lot of people just watch these videos because I think to them it's entertaining to see somebody fucking just be a complete and utter mess. I think that's basically it.
First of all, it's entirely in character. It's kind of like in the Suicide Squad movie where Jared Leto was constantly being the Joker, even offset, so he was sending his co-stars used condoms and dead pig carcasses. That's kind of what Nikocado Avocado has done. He is constantly playing his character. He has become the Joker of mukbangs. He is never out of character anymore, it seems. So this response is not him being genuine or taking it seriously. It's him playing his character and completely misunderstanding what I was saying in my video. He spends the majority of the 41 minutes of this response video eating, because he does a mukbang during it, and asking, who is this? Who are you? Does anyone know this person? If I had $1 for every time he asked, who is this, I would have enough money to afford 1,500 pizzas and do my own fucking nutty mukbang. I never really understood that perspective of, this person's not famous enough for me to care, therefore everything they say is worthless. He makes it sound like because he doesn't know who I am, everything I've said is completely irrelevant. And it's fine that he doesn't know anything about me. I expect that. I'm a fucking YouTuber. I'm an actual Z-lister, an internet content creator. I don't expect to go into a room and all of a sudden everything goes quiet as people drop champagne glasses that shatter on the floor because they're just blown away by my presence, like, oh my god, do you know who that is? That's Charles White. Did you see his newest video where he was holding a rubber penis and throwing around a fleshlight? Holy shit, that's Charles White. I don't expect that. So I just don't really get why that's like one of the main things he keeps reiterating in this video is he doesn't know who I am.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of YouTubers just do it to like piss people off, to be honest with you. Like if a YouTuber's responding and they're like, oh, who are you? You're not relevant. I think a lot of the time they're either a prick or they're a prick and they're trying to piss somebody off. That's basically what it is in my opinion.
I don't know why that's such a strong point. Like, I don't know who this is.
I mean, Nick's the ultimate troll as well. As Charlie just said, he is literally the fucking Joker of mukbangs. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
This guy's just so fucking, you know, not famous. Gross. Not famous guy. Who is this? But anyway, aside from him constantly mentioning that, there are some things that he does bring up that I think are definitely worth talking about. But first of all, I'd like to say congratulations to Nick. It looks like his broken ribs are healing pretty well because he starts this video by stomping into the room. And I also checked his TikTok. He's been going kind of hard, so it looks like his broken ribs seem to be doing better now.
So was he lying?
Fiddlesticks! Who is this?
So he was lying. Or yeah, you can't do that if you have broken ribs. You're fucking whole. I don't want to sound like a dick, but it's like, I mean, there's a little bit of like wobbling going on there, and I don't think that can fucking work if you've got broken ribs, man. Like Jesus.
I remember when my mom broke a couple of her ribs, she genuinely couldn't walk for like a month. She was...
Oh, we literally told the same story, but it's about his mom, and well, mine was about my dad. My dad also could not fucking walk. Like, literally was in bed. Like, breaking ribs, man, it's like terrible pain, apparently. There's no fucking way broken ribs. Yeah, Miley said can heal that fast.
Miserable. But luckily, Nick seems to be healing at an accelerated rate. He must be like Wolverine from the X-Men, so that's good to see. In regards to his broken ribs, in his response video, he said I was completely lying and that his broken ribs had nothing to do with weight gain, which surprised me because I actually got that information from one of his recent videos. I'll just go ahead and play the clip.
And before you make fun of me, please try to put yourself in my shoes. I cracked my ribs. Bitch! Fuck this fucking air sack from coughing excessively for over 2.5 months and my obesity, all 350 pounds of force.
How tall is Nikocado? Let me Google it. Nikocado height in feet. He is, he's 5'6" and 300. Hey, Gio, thanks for the sub, man. He's 5'6" and 300. That's dangerous. Like, I mean, I wouldn't be fucking surprised if that broke his. Like, that is insane. Like, I'm not trying to fucking shame him, but like, dude, like, I'm worried for him. Like, fuck me.
Ouch!
I didn't reach into my butthole and pull this out of nowhere. I got the information from him, so I don't understand why in his response video he makes it sound like I'm lying about so many things. Like, he himself said his cracked ribs were the result of coughing for the last 2 months and his obesity, 350 pounds of pressure or whatever he said there. I didn't make that claim.
This is the thing as well. Like, it's not... I'm literally not shaming him. Being 350 pounds and 5'6", you have to fucking acknowledge the science of that is going to put a lot of pressure onto your body, and you're probably going to injure yourself more just because of the amount of mass and there's such a small amount of height. It's just obviously not good for you, man. Like, it's not going to like help. You're going to like, it's going to cause some pain. You're going to get some back. I'm not saying you're going to have like, I mean, you may be, everybody is different, you know, you might not have cholesterol issues for I know, but ultimately it's going to put a lot of pressure on your knees and your back, you know, it's a lot. What's 350 pounds in kg? It is 158 kg.
make that up. It came from him, and you can just click on this video and it's right in the intro. So I don't know why he would say something like that in the response video. It also doesn't really sit right to me that in this response video he puts multiple advertisements for like going to his Patreon and stuff like that. It just shows that he doesn't really take any of it seriously. It feels like this response was just made to capitalize off drama clicks. Like, you know, I just feel like he's never serious anymore. It's always in this act, in this character. You know, I might as well plug something too, since I'm responding to it. Make sure you check out my second channel, Huge Charles, where I'm posting short content and exclusive shit over there. The link will be in the description below. That's Huge Charles, baby. But anyway, now to actually talk about the things Nick brings up that I think are very important to talk about. First of all, he talks about the people that went from my video to his to just be assholes. I always openly condemn this, and I should have again said don't go harass him, because it looks like people need a constant fucking reminder to not fucking harass people. You're not.
Yeah, this is something I noticed when I did vegan teacher videos. I had a lot of people like go over there and just like spam comments, and like, to be honest with you, I didn't really care that much given who she, like, given like the content she has posted, like some of the awful things she has said. But like, please don't do that with content creators. Like, if you're ever watching a video of mine and you like you don't like who I'm talking about, fair enough, but please don't go over to their channel and comment hate. If you've got any criticism, I mean, you're more than like welcome to do whatever you want on their channels, but like, other than, just don't, there's no point spreading hate.
Some kind of internet vigilante fighting for justice. That angry comment you left on Nick's video isn't going to help him. You're just being a fucking douchebag. And that's, I completely sincerely apologize for overlooking the fact that I need to remind people how to behave online. I always hate, absolutely fucking hate. I've made 2 different videos on how much I hate when people go and harass people. But just from like YouTube videos and shit. It sucks. It fucking sucks. 100%. And Nick is absolutely in the right in calling that out. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's actually get into the fucking meat here and talk about some of the things Nick brings up. It's clear immediately that Nick misunderstood what I was saying in my video. I don't know if that's on purpose just for the sake of having like an aggressive response video for YouTube drama, or if he genuinely didn't understand what I was trying to say, but he makes it clear that he didn't get what I was going for right away.
I don't have the right to exist because I happen to be a little...
So is he going down the path of accusing him of being fat phobic? I'm guessing him saying I don't have the right to exist. I'm guessing that's where we're going here.
Overweight. I'm being attacked for my weight, for my appearance. Apparently, I'm encouraging people to eat unwell.
Dude, you are, man. You literally are. See, this is the thing with him being like the fucking Joker. Like, I definitely think there are like sprinkles of genuine thoughts around like a fucking plethora of irony. I definitely think he means what he is saying there. Like, his channel, ultimately, just like my channel is encouraging other people to make videos like me. Ultimately, when you make your videos, there are going to be other content creators that want to make the same videos as you, and you inadvertently are going to be encouraging that, and you need to put that into your mind that you, by making the content that some people might enjoy to the extent of they want to make their own content in that style, are encouraging that. And I think it's also encouraging for a lot of people to see the views he's getting, and they may think, well, I'm doing what he's doing, but not to the extent. I'm now going to up my game to that level to get more views. Like, he does this quite a lot. Like, this, I mean, he does this every fucking day. Like, he is encouraging this. I don't give a shit what anybody says. This is blatant encouragement, man. And even to deny any of it is, like, even more encouragement, in my opinion.
Excuse me!
I don't even understand at all where that last thing came from. I never made any point like that or even hinted at anything like that. I never said, like, Nikocado Avocado is a role model and he's encouraging people to eat like he does on camera. You know, I never said, like, you know, these kids are going to watch Nikocado Avocado and then all of a sudden they're going to be fucking brainwashed by him. They're going to go out there and order 10 large...
See, I actually think that not fucking people... Like, I don't think his fat... Like, all 90% of fans will, but I think there will be people out there, as in other content creators, that will see this and be encouraged to create the same level of content as him, because this is just something that is, like... Nikocado isn't the first person to do this shit. Amberlynn Reid, like, she's a prime example of somebody that literally capitalizes on, like, diet culture and then just, like, flip-flopping between being on a diet and being off a diet and stuff like that. And a lot of people have seen this and seen that it gets views, and yeah, it's controversial, but they ultimately see that it's monetized and they can make a lot of money off it. I genuinely believe that a lot of people will be inspired by it to make their own style.
Fries and then a gravy to drink out of a...
Also, unfortunately, he literally has a platform, and with a platform comes responsibility. Exactly. Like, you have to acknowledge a lot of fucking people out there are going to, like, copy what you do. Even people will copy, like, Charlie's videos, people will copy my videos, people will copy Mr. Beast's videos. I mean, look at fucking Morgs. He copied Mr. Beast's videos for, like, 2 years straight, you know? It's just something that happens on YouTube.
A toilet bowl. I never said anything like that. I never said that he's setting some kind of example for people to follow. All I was saying is the success he found with mukbangs has reinforced his decision to eat this way. I was also never focusing on his appearance or saying he doesn't have the right to live because he's overweight. I don't know where these are coming from. As far as appearance goes, me showing his 2017 body compared to his most recent one was used to show what the food is doing to him. If he was skinny and eating the way he does on camera, I would have the exact same criticisms. Because even when you're skinny, you can be very unhealthy.
Fuck yeah. This is exactly that. Like, it's not like it's not. I don't think Charlie definitely hasn't said that he's not allowed to be that weight. But I think at the same time, it's like you can't pretend that this lifestyle is healthy. Like, if you genuinely convince yourself that this is healthy, you have been on Twitter for far too fucking long, my friend. Like, you need to get off Twitter if you think this is healthy. This is not. Like, it's consuming so much like fast food every day. And also, if you're eating fast food every day and you're fucking skinny, dude, I still think the same about you. Do not consume that level of fast food. It is bad for you. Like, really bad for you. Processed food for anybody is bad. It's just how it is.
Point he makes. I wasn't saying skinny is the gold standard. He also brings up some demons from his past that I didn't know about. I didn't get the full extended lore of Nikocado Avocado. I was under the assumption that he was healthier back then because, contrary to what he says in the video, I am very familiar with him. I've watched his content for a while. I've watched the transformation, but apparently I've missed some arcs along the way in his anime. He mentioned back during those days with the photos I showed he had an eating disorder, even mentioned a tooth rotting out, and that he generally didn't feel like he was healthy back then. And I didn't know any of those things. What I saw on camera was him eating healthy food, preaching.
I should probably say, if anybody is triggered by eating disorder chat, I imagine this is what it's now going to go into. So I think I put a warning there.
About healthy food options and lifestyles, as well as fitness and stuff like that. So I was under the impression that he was healthy during those days, but maybe he wasn't. But he's also not healthy now. I'm not Nick's dad. I'm not here to slap the fucking cheeseburgers out of his hand or anything. I showed these photos because it shows a complete transformation from one body type to another, and it shows that there is still an eating disorder present. And I feel like it's reinforced by his audience on YouTube that encourage it, which is something he mentions in his videos from time to time. He says things like, you guys are doing this, and I think he's right. I think seeing those numbers grow and seeing those big numbers has completely reinforced the idea that in order to be...
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, I can acknowledge that Nikocado definitely has like past trauma and things that have happened in his history, but like it doesn't change the fact that Nikocado clearly knows that this style content will get him views. Like, he literally makes a video like every week about him being like, it literally says, we broke up because I'm fat. I'm sorry, you can't use the excuse that you have had bad trauma in the past with being skinny as a defense for this content. My issue isn't that he is a large person. My issue is the style of content, because I actually believe this will encourage other people to. I think my issue is fairly different to Charlie's. I'm not really as much bothered that if Nikocado, like, I think it's sad that where Nikocado was going with his personal health, but ultimately at the end of the day, it's a choice. If he was doing this off YouTube, I really wouldn't care too much, because I don't think it would inspire many people, you know? But I'm more worried that this is going to inspire a lot of content creators and possibly fans, because apparently he has a fan base, that this will make them think they should follow this route, make a channel like this, eat like this, and it will result in like bad health for them as well. That's my main worry here. So I think me and Charlie definitely have different worries, and I will make a video about this and specify that I do believe that this will encourage people. I truly do. And as much as I feel bad for him, as in Nikocado, as much as he definitely probably does have past trauma, I can't use that as some deflection away from the fact that I think this content is dangerous.
Successfully, he has to keep eating this way, so he feels...
Do you feel like Charlie mentioning he has an ED is stepping over the line? Personally, I'm not going to really cover the ED issue in my video. I'll say things. I'll basically just be like, I understand that Nikocado has had trauma in the past, but I don't believe that's like an excuse to like make what he's making, you know? What happened to your video? I genuinely didn't like that video. There's a lot of reasons behind it. For one, I didn't like, there was a lot of things in the video, not like the content itself, but like some of the editing, I would have changed. Not like it was bad. It was just, I want to go down another style. And two, the video was meant to come out last week, so it was a week and a half late. And then three, you know when you have like a piece of work and you keep staring at it and it just becomes shitter as you stare at it? I basically had that. But yeah, Cactus Juice, yo, greetings. Hello, dude. How you doing?
trap to do it. That's the point I was making. It is a very unhealthy lifestyle. It doesn't have to do with his weight or his appearance. It has to do with what he's eating on camera and how often.
Exactly. And I think this is something a lot of people need to fucking realize, is that your weight isn't a conscious, like, I mean, in some cases it is, obviously. Like, your weight is like sometimes like an identification that you aren't in a healthy state. But in a lot of cases, you can be any weight. You can be the gold standard of skinny, as Charlie said earlier, and be fucking more unhealthy than Nikocado is. Like, genuinely more unhealthy. Like, it's not like a hidden fact. It's just something that isn't spoken about enough. The issue is if you're consuming 6 fucking cheeseburgers a day, in Nicocado's case about 25 given his thumbnails, you're probably not going to be in a healthy position. You're probably going to be unhealthy, lethargic. You're probably going to have health problems in general, and that can happen at any weight. I know people that are skinny and eat like fucking shit, and they complain, why do I feel bad today? Well, probably because you ate fucking 6 Big Macs yesterday, my friend. Probably why. It doesn't necessarily need to be your weight. It can just be the food that you are consuming on a day-to-day basis.
Often he's doing it. Take, for example, Matt Stoney. Matt Stoney will do these incredible food challenges. He'll eat fucking...
I just want to know how he physically makes himself eat like that. I think he probably does spit things out. I don't think he actually fully completes his meals in his mukbangs. If anybody in the chat could let me know, because I don't necessarily sit through every Nikocado mukbang. It's not something that I'd like to spend my days doing, but yeah.
20,000, 30, 40,000 calorie meals in a single sitting in under an hour for a YouTube video, and they're fucking awesome. That's nuts to butts action. Matt Stoney eating the fuck out of 20 burritos at a time, double fisting 1,000 tacos per hand. It's incredible stuff, and it's so much food and so many calories. But Matt Stoney does that once every few weeks, once a month maybe. Nikocado Avocado is doing something comparable almost every single day. Over the last week or so, he's posted a mukbang every single day pretty much. So he's eating these thousands and thousands of calories every day. It's very different. The frequency is completely different. Or
I don't want to make assumptions. You don't need to make assumptions because Nikocado posts it on his content. Eating cheesy Alfredo sauce spicy fries, flaming hot Cheeto noodles, 100 dumplings, videos literally stating about how he's gained his weight, videos of him eating like a fuckload of tacos, loads of pizza, loads of, I believe, Five Guys. Like, that's not healthy. You don't need to make an assumption when it's literally like there. And by the way, I'm not shouting at you, I'm shouting at Nikocado. But yeah, I understand, like, I'm probably more of a dick than you guys, but I can like see that this is like I think a lot of Twitter has like blinded a lot of people in like a case of like, I've made like, I think because of social media, a lot of people have made it like taboo to speak about these things, because I think we've become so nice that when somebody is literally fucking killing themselves by eating such ridiculous amounts of unhealthy food, we then think, is this the right thing to do? Of course it's the right thing to do. Of course Charlie is in the right of making these videos. Yes, maybe some points weren't right, but ultimately we have a right to be concerned for somebody's health on the internet, I think. But as I said earlier, my concern isn't even necessarily with his health. My concern is with the fact that this could inspire other people to do this.
Let me rephrase this. It seems like he does it almost every day, since he is posting them almost every day. Now, I do know, at least on a few occasions, he's done multiple mukbangs in one day. And that's still a lot. That's still a ton. So the point is, it's very different. I'm not targeting Nikocado Avocado because of his weight or anything.
Our too niceness is a collective, is just enabling, unfortunately. Exactly. I think I saw a really good tweet. I saw a really good TikTok, which I tweeted. Let me go onto my account. I saw this really good TikTok, and I think like this doesn't necessarily cover this, but it's like a good way of kind of like,
yeah, sure. I think a great summary is this tweet that someone else tweeted. It says, "There's an extraordinarily defensive style of writing where I can recognize if someone is probably active on Twitter or TikTok or not by how often they include weird preemptive defenses of positions no sane person would ever take." Exactly. I'll explain what I mean. So like the internet in general has taught people that something that was said in good faith, they can twist to be said in bad faith so that they can like seem high and mighty that day and like put themselves on a pedestal and be like, well, you forgot this, gotcha. But everyone who's normal knows that's not what the person meant. An example is years ago, I said, I don't want to have kids. And someone said, you're an eco-fascist.
And this is literally what I'm saying. It's like, I could be like, I could probably post these things on Twitter, and ultimately I will get a more positive response. I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm not going to say that everyone on Twitter is going to disagree with me, but I think I could post being like, hey man, I'm concerned for his health, and then some people will be like, well, you're being fat phobic. Well, you're being fat phobic. Like I literally haven't dealt with like weight issues my entire fucking life, you know? And obviously there can be internalized problems, but it's not fat phobia to say, hey man, I'm fucking worried for you, dude. Also, hey man, I think this content is bad because I think this is going to inspire other people to put their health at risk. I don't think that's fat phobic to say. I think fat phobic is saying, hey, I think you fucking suck for being fat, dude. I think you need to fucking change your life because I don't like fat people. That's fat phobia in my opinion. And obviously there's more like subtle ways of being fat phobic, you know, but ultimately like going up to somebody being like, it's going up to somebody you barely know being like, hey, you could lose some pounds. Like I think especially when they're clearly like visibly not like doing anything bad or inspiring bad content like Nikocado is, you know, I think there is like ways of being fat phobic to a lesser degree, but ultimately I think saying that I don't think eating all of this food every single day is good for you that's not fat phobic, and saying that, hey, I think this is going to inspire other people to make this content and put their health at risk, that's not fat phobic. That's being caring in my opinion. And I just think it's mental that I even need to fucking say that, dude. Like genuinely, like where is the internet going, you know? Fat phobia is being placed low down on an organ transplant waiting list. Exactly. That is fat phobia. Fat phobia is going to your doctor and the first thing they say to you when you have a health issue is, hey, I think you should lose weight. Now, is losing weight possibly going to help you with certain things like back pain and stuff? Sure. But not every health issue comes down to you being a larger person. Or, you know, like that's not like a real thing. Obviously some does, but ultimately at the same time, I think you need to go through a lot of different like contexts rather than just, hey, you need to lose the fucking weight. But I think a lot of doctors just seem to be like, hey man, you need to lose weight. And that's literally all I'm going to say. If they were to be like, here's a whole list of things you could change about yourself, then great. But a lot of the time that just comes, a lot of doctors just bring up the weight. And that's just, I mean, not for me personally, I barely go to the doctor, but yeah. My girlfriend's dad was told to lose weight because he had breathing issues while sleeping. Turns out he has sleep apnea. So I don't really know much about sleep apnea to comment, but yeah.
Was talking about him in this whole situation because it feels like his audience has reinforced his eating disorder, which is taking a negative effect on his overall health. If Nikocado Avocado did not find success on YouTube and be known for eating such massive meals, he would not have gained the 200 pounds in 3 or so years. Gaining that much weight in that amount of time is not healthy by anyone's standards, no matter what doctor or what website you check. It is extremely rapid weight gain, and I don't think it would have happened had he not found success with this kind of mukbanging content on YouTube.
I mean, I agree. I don't think being 350 pounds, like, controversial opinion. I don't think being like, I'm not saying he can't do this, but I'm saying being 350 pounds, 158 kilos, and 5'6" is obviously not good for your health. It's obviously not, and let's not pretend it is. I'm sorry, let's not pretend that's good for you. It's just not.
YouTube, he would probably not eat like this. And like I said, if he was skinny and still doing this exact content the exact same way, my criticisms would remain exactly the same. It is an unhealthy diet and an unhealthy lifestyle, as evident by the 200 pounds he gained, which is a lot in a short amount of time, and also the amount of times that he is crying on camera and breaking down. It seems like overall, this content has led him down a path where he is unhealthy and unhappy. My focus wasn't, look at Nick and all of this weight he gained, ewy. It was, how has Nick completely transformed over the last 4 years, and what role did his content play in that?
Thank you. That's exactly it. It's not, hey, you suck for being this way. It's, hey, you can clearly see that your content has inspired you to become this way. And but Charlie, and as I keep saying, and I'm worried that will inspire other people. That's my fucking issue, man. I don't give a shit. Like, I mean, ultimately, I do think it's unhealthy, but I don't really give a shit if he continues to do it off camera, you know? But I don't think it's good to do it on camera. And I don't think he would do it off camera because he's not getting money from it at that point.
Transformation. He is
and that's the issue. The money is why he's doing this. He's not doing this because he enjoys it. He's literally crying in every fucking video while trying to consume like 60 cheeseburgers. That's not happiness, dude. That's, oh my god, I need to make money today. What am I gonna fucking eat? Like, that's what it is.
completely different now mentally and physically than he was 4 years ago. Nowadays, he's known for crying all the time on camera while eating.
And by the way, if somebody was like starving themselves for views, I would say the exact same things. I just need to say that. I think there's a lot of diet culture on YouTube, which is genuinely disgusting. I only watch a couple diet channels. I watch Obese to Beast, who is a wonderful channel in my opinion. Very neutral, very like good takes in terms of like health. But I think in terms of a lot of other dietary channels on YouTube, it's genuinely really bad. I think there's a lot of content out there which is just so bad when it comes to inspiring people to lose weight. Like telling people to fast for 21 days where they just drink water. That's not fucking healthy, dude. You are going to literally fucking end up in hospital if you continually do that. I'm not against like intermittent fasting or fasting in general if you do it in a healthy way and you understand like the things you need to take and you have like some advice from like nutritionists and stuff. But doing a 21-day water fast is obviously fucking unhealthy. Eat some fucking food, dude. Like that. Okay, trigger one for fucking eating disorders. If you're doing 21-day water fasts regularly or just in general, that's probably an early sign of an eating disorder. Like it just is. I'm sorry, but it just is. You don't need to do you don't need to do anything crazy with your diets. You just need to, I mean, if you want to, that's what I'm saying. If you want to lose weight, do it in a healthy way and base it on a lifestyle thing and not just losing weight, in my opinion.
Become one of his big things, like a staple in his content. He is constantly breaking down and crying while eating, which seems like he's much more unhappy now. And physically, he's completely different. He requires a mobility scooter now when he goes out in public. You'll see it in his TikToks, you'll see it in his videos. When he is at a store, he requires a mobility scooter. So what I was looking at in my video was how his content and his YouTube success played a role in this transformation.
Making some of the most revolting noises I've heard in quite some time while undergoing some kind of exorcism.
Although somebody on a diet like me right now, I'm looking at that food and I'm thinking, I fucking would like some of that food. I would love some fries, man. Jesus Christ. Now, I'm on a pretty restrictive diet, but don't get me wrong, I'm perfectly healthy and fine. But with me, it's like I'm genuinely like researching like diets and shit like quite a lot. I am very fascinated by diet culture because I think a lot of it is terrible. But yeah, somebody said you seem way happier. You seem a bit happier. Not a lot, but no, I am much happier in this way. I'm happier because I've got a fucking jawline again, to be honest with you. But you don't need to lose weight to be happy. If you're feeling unhealthy, what I would advise is to look at the foods you're eating and say, is this food processed garbage coming from Deliveroo? Yes. Maybe that's why I'm feeling a bit shitty today, you know? Cut that out, you know? That's like what I looked at it as. Now, you don't need to do that. Everybody is different and everybody has like a different body, you know? But yeah. Also, you haven't made your content about your weight. Yeah, I don't think I'd make direct videos about my weight loss. I'm never going to upload a video being like, how I lost weight. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'll speak about it in videos, but like in terms of like, oh, I've lost weight. Like, that's about it. You know, I'm not going to be like, I've actually never said what my diet is, I'm pretty sure. I think the closest I've said is like, I do a lot of low carb shit. But I don't want to give out my secrets because I don't want other people to follow me and end up going down a bad path because I think that would be on my conscience. That would be my responsibility. And I don't want that. So please don't ask me what my diet is. It's not a bad diet. It's just I don't want to tell you because I don't want you to go down a really bad path accidentally. I think if you want to do a diet, maybe go speak to a nutritionist, speak to your parents, speak to a friend who maybe knows how to do it healthily. I mean, I do it healthily, but it's like it's like a very personal thing, you know. You shouldn't be listening to just some random commentary channel on the internet. You should be listening to people that know what they're talking about. There's a long message in the chat. I think there's a pressure to perform when people are online. All the toxicity is just people performing. 95% of the content is performance-based. People make what people want to see, regardless of how it makes them feel. It's such a shit show because it's not even just in YouTube. Everybody wants to feel better in any situation. And honestly, I think people promoting mukbang content are essentially just bullies. I think the people who are promoting this mukbang content are essentially. But do you mean the mukbangers are bullies, or do you mean Charlie is a bully? Because I understand what you're saying before that, but I don't really understand what you're saying in your point after that. To be honest with you, yeah, your diet will not fit everybody. Exactly, your swag. Thank you. I have a cool hat. I'm wearing hats backwards nowadays. I think I'm a very cool guy in a midlife crisis.
And me. Who are you?
Water, okay.
I have it.
Is water? This water's been here for like 10 hours. Is that okay to drink? It's all right.
And is it that you're revolting and you're disgusting?
Yeah, I didn't say that about you either, Nick. I was talking about that shtick you do in your videos where you make a yucky noise. That's what I was talking about. And I think you know that, but you're trying to use that.
I completely agree with you then. Yeah, people that encourage this shit like, mukbangs are fine in my opinion, as long as you're not fucking doing what Nikocado is doing. And that's why I don't support deplatforming, because at the end of the day, there's going to be this fine line of what are YouTube going to know to deplatform? Or like, are they going to just start taking down random mukbang channels? You know, it's pretty difficult.
That as a way to spin it like I was calling you revolting and disgusting for your weight or something like that, which I absolutely wasn't. I was talking about that ongoing joke you have where you make noises and faces like that. I was just saying I find that to be off-putting. He calls them a hairball, which is obviously him kidding around, and I just called it gross because I don't really like those noises. And I'm sure he knows what I was talking about here, but just found it to be easy ammunition to make me look really shitty. So he was able to spin it like, look, he's calling me revolting and gross, he's being a big asshole, which I wasn't. I was just talking about that hairball.
I'm sorry, but like, Critical is like the nicest commentary channel there is. That this guy's, I don't think, ever said anything mean in his life. I think the only time I've ever seen this guy like fairly bitchy was when he, like, not bitchy as in like, oh, he's being a bitch, but like when he was like speaking like about like things like which people got mad at. I think people got mad at him for speaking about Dream, which I didn't give a fuck about, to be honest with you, because like, oh no, the millionaire Dream is going to get upset about what Charlie Critical thinks about him, you know? Like, you can have your opinions on anyone, I don't give a shit, but I think that's the only time I've ever known people to actually get mad at Critical. And that's fucking Minecraft stands, and like, they're probably going to get upset at their favorites being called something they don't like, you know?
That he does. This video is going to be really long if I keep going through every point he makes, to be honest. We're not even like half of the way through the response, so I just want to focus on the next few big things that he brings up that I think are very important to talk about. He says that I'm incorrect about...
Trigger warning, I guess, but surely it's a form of self-harm at that point. Yeah, for sure, trigger warning on this. I guess it is, but at the same time... I don't think I want to comment on that because I don't know Nikocado's actual mental state, because I don't really want to speak on self-harm because a lot of people, it's very different for everybody, you know, that has self-harmed. I think that self-harm for a lot of, I don't want to comment because again, it's Nikocado. That's very deep and personal. I don't think I know Nikocado enough to comment on that, to be honest with you. Because I don't know if it is mainly because I know he's doing this for money. And now, I've personally never self-harmed, I mean, as far as I know, because obviously you can self-harm without realizing. And I think that Sex Education covered this really well in the scene where, I think, is it Cal, when he like breaks his fingers to not swim? Like, that was self-harm to a point of where he didn't realize it at the time until his friend told him. And like, I think that's a very good way of portraying it, because like, self-harm can be done in a lot of different ways. Sorry if this has gone really dark. And you may not even realize it, but I can't comment on it with Nick because I don't know him that well, you know? Jackson, that's him, not not Cal. Who is Cal? I'm getting names mixed up. I'm bad with names. Jackson, Jackson's the swimmer. Who's Cal? I can't remember who Cal is. Cal is the MB. Oh, of course, yeah. I think I'm getting them mixed up because they were dating, I think, yeah. But yeah, self-sabotage, perhaps. Yeah, but I think he's doing it for money, and I don't think people personally self-harm for money. I don't think. I mean, I may be completely grossly miseducated there, but as far as I know, people don't. But you never know.
Like the nurse, like the full-time nurse to take care of him, and that's entirely possible. I've tried to keep up with his videos recently to make sure I get the full story, but for me it is very hard to sit through a full mukbang from him because it's just sad to see. I'll just be straight up honest.
It's not my place to speak about it, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not giving an opinion directly on it. I just, it's not my place.
Hard for me to watch all of them, so sometimes I'll go to Twitter.
It's probably why I won't speak about eating. I won't speak about his experience of eating disorders in my video I make, because I don't know Nikocado's experience of eating disorders. For all we know, there could be something much worse. My issue, as I keep saying, is with the content itself, and also the fact that it's blatantly promoting unhealthy lifestyles.
To read threads about Nikocado Avocado to be kept up to date, and I recalled reading about a nurse that had to be on standby in order to make sure that he was able to go about his activities. This, he has said, is incorrect, so I do apologize for that. That information that I got there was wrong, 100%, and I'll take full responsibility for being incorrect. It's hard for me to watch all of them, so sometimes I'll go to Twitter to read threads about Nikocado Avocado to be kept up to date, and I recalled reading about a nurse that had to be on standby in order to make sure that he was able to go about his activities. This, he has said, is incorrect, so I do apologize for that. That information that I got there was wrong. 100%, and I'll take full responsibility for being incorrect on that point. Now, one thing he is blatantly wrong about, and I don't know if this is on purpose to make me look bad or something, he keeps saying that I call his viewers fat, or I am constantly talking about him being fat and gross. Two things I've never said anywhere in that video.
Nikocado actually used to follow me. When I made more jokey videos about him, he actually followed me, which is quite interesting.
I never said his viewers are fat or insulting his viewers. I was saying his viewers are enabling him to keep doing some of this content. And that, I stand by 100%. You can even see it on this response video. There were so many comments saying, don't listen to him, and when are you doing your next big mukbang? I love...
Good point. I think this is when we can blame people other than Nick, is I don't think we are to blame, because I think we are simply expressing concern. The people that say to Nick, oh, don't worry, man, it's really healthy what you're doing, that's not good. Like, that is enabling him. That really is. And by supporting him to that level of degree, you're only going to encourage it even more.
Love to watch you eat this and that and that. Like, that's enabling. That's the very definition of enabling. It's enabling a bad habit. And
also, if Charlie ever cuts his hair, I'm going to fucking cry, dude. Never cut this fucking hair. I will literally, especially the beard as well, man. If he ever cuts this hair, we must riot on social media. Like, literally, I'm saying it now, man. I'm fucking saying it.
Keeps you doing these same things which have had a negative effect on your health. But that's not me all of a sudden saying all your viewers are fat pigs that are gross and yucky, ooh, cooties, yucky, gross pigs in your comments. I never said anything like that. And I don't know why he tries to hint like that. And I think I don't know if it's on purpose or by accident. I think it's supposed to, like, make his viewers mad at me. Like, can you believe what this guy's saying about us? Which I never did. What I was saying about your audience is that they keep you doing these unhealthy things, which they absolutely are. I wasn't calling you gross. I never said any of that. I said that they are keeping you doing this unhealthy kind of content, which you've done for a few years now, which has negatively affected your health. And I'll say it again, because that was the point of the video, and that was the point I was making. It's not all your audience's fault. You are making the conscious decision to continue this content and really focus on those numbers, but they do obviously play a role in it. The next thing he talks about is this machine that he's had in every thumbnail for like the last 2 weeks. He says he's actually had this since he was a kid, and it's nothing new, unrelated to mukbangs and all that. Okay, fair enough. Let's say that's true. Maybe it is. It probably is. I don't see why he'd lie about it. But then why all of a sudden now are you...
He's very respectful, Charlie, isn't he? Like, he doesn't, like, necessarily clearly want to argue. It's just like, yep, fair enough. Yep, that. Like, even if he was lying, it's like he's very willing to give the benefit of the doubt, you know? And I do appreciate that. I do think that shows the signs of a good human being, you know? Hello, Lara. How you doing?
You putting it so prominently in every thumbnail and every title talking about being disabled and doing a disabled mukbang. Why are you just now showing this off then?
That's true.
It leads your viewers to believe that the situation's a lot more dire than it is, and you're doing it on purpose. You're trying to garner more sympathy out of the situation by having this machine here. It makes it seem like your health is on a really rapid decline.
Has he ever used it before in a video? Let's go through. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. So maybe he had it when... But if he had it when he was a kid, would it still fit his face? That's what I'm kind of wondering, you know? Like, surely it would be smaller if he was a kid. I don't know. How are you? I'm good, thanks. I'm good to hear you're doing well, Lara. Charlie is well spoken. Yeah, I respect it.
Decline. And I think the reason you're doing that is to get more views on it, because when people see that you're in distress, they want to see what's going on and want to make sure everything's okay. So if you truly have had this machine for that long, why are you all of a sudden now showing it off like this in the context of being disabled? So it's pretty fucked up. And I don't want this video to keep dragging on, so the last thing I'll talk about is the broken ribs thing, the subject of like his disabled mukbangs. As I mentioned, he's been kind of jumping around just fine. In this video, he comes stomping in, jumping around just fine. He's not coughing at all in this video, which he's coughed in all the other ones, and then like cried out in pain, like yelling about how much pain he's in. On TikTok, he's doing just fine, moving around, jumping, stomping. Either way, that whole situation seems to be all hunky-dory now, so that's great. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about this. I feel like he completely missed the point of what I was saying with my video. I wasn't...
Okay, so I think that's a pretty good response. I mean, even if he did make a few wrong points, like he took fucking responsibility pretty quickly. Let's go. So Nikocado literally uploaded a video an hour ago. Eating like penguins, critical... Man, he's like a fucking supervillain, isn't he? Look at that face, man. He is a fucking supervillain.
I don't like any of you. I actually don't. And, you know, you can talk. You are the irrelevant little fruit flies. You're little bugs. I don't care. I actually don't.
He's obviously trolling here.
What did Oprah say? Oprah said, you all get a prize, but also Oprah said, too, that sometimes in life you have to do what you gotta do until you can do what you want to do.
It's 3 in the morning here in America. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? I think it's windy. Well, go to bed. Go to bed.
And what do I want to do right now? I want to eat, because I haven't eaten.
Click the link below and get yourself a cameo where I'll make a special video just for you. Treat yourself.
Ate before yesterday. I've been so stressed. Do you see these eyes under my eye bags? I mean, do you see? I can't even talk. Do you see the eye bags under my eyes? I slept for 2 hours left. Oh, shouldn't you be in the library? Not ridiculous. Just, you're gonna make videos about
It's fucking shit, dude. My weight is a medical mystery.
other people eating junk.
You are
that bored. You're that bored. So, you know, today I'm gonna eat like how he eats. And know what's so rich to me? When you search for him on YouTube, but
what the fuck? 111 pounds? What?
Considering this, so
I was gonna make a really bad joke there, but I'm not gonna do that.
just for you and no one else but you. And they're personalized, they're long, they're about 5 minutes in length or more. You know, I can get kind of chit-chatty. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy.
What the fuck? Did I watch his other video?
Well, hello.
My response to Penguin's critical.
hi everyone, it's me. We're gonna be making a response video to Penguins who made a video about me. Again, I'm furious. So if you want to hear a nice rant, stay. Get a little comfy. And I'm really upset.
He's got 6,000 likes. Is that like an average or is that like a... Okay, yeah, that's like an average. And I guess it gets more views. So he has like a dedicated amount of like 6,000 people. But fuck me. Who are these 6,000 people? It's like a fucking cult. The cult of Nikocado. I mean, I'd say Nikocado was like basically... I mean, not to the fucking criminal level that he is. But I'd say he's like modern day Onision in terms of like this crazy level of content that he's making. But yeah, like... It's obviously all fucking shit bait. But like, you can't help but look away from a car crash. He pinned a fan. Did he?
Hi everyone.
The longer I watched this video, the better it got. You totally debunked all of his lies, spitting facts left and right. You're a much better spoken. This is like Nikocado on his own. It just fucking is, and not acting pretentious like him. It's now obvious that Charlie made a low-effort video to double his view count, encouraging. I mean, he more than doubled it, encouraging discussion of your private parts and violating your appearance. The higher up YouTube should probably watch this whole thing. It's serious. I hope people listen to this. How many calories do you think he lost? Fuck off. Fuck off. Hi, iNabber, you sexy beast. Hello, how you doing? He actually had the audacity to say that Charlie was nitpicking. Okay, a lot of them are criticized, but that comment got 3,000 fucking likes, dude. Charlie lied so much, it's actually really disappointing. I expected better from him. Like, why even bother saying Nick eats all the food when it's easily disprovable? Then he doesn't. Okay, then what happened to 4.5k broken rib? Oh, they got ratioed. Oh shit, they got ratioed like hard. Damn, dude. They got fucking ratioed. Okay, I'm not that mad anymore. But you're fucking delusional if you believe like this shit. Okay, he got one or two things wrong. Who gives a shit? Ultimately, the point was, like, his main point was correct. This content is unhealthy. Now, I think I have the more controversial take of saying that I think it does inspire other content creators. What's going on with Nikocado? He's a fucking nut job. He's basically the Joker. That's what's going on. His main channel is like less drama based, I believe, right? It's like just fucking mental. The views he gets, the likes he gets.
My scale is a liar. My scale keeps fattening me. My scale, she's not telling the truth. She's always lying. I stood on my scale and she says, you need an operation overload. Overload. I'll show you overload, lady. I'm skinny. Where's my...
Was this before then? Okay, it was before then. But surely, when did he break his ribs?
Ouch. Ouch. Oh god, I just need a shirt so I can put this on YouTube. I might not be able to post for a week or something. Alexa, ow! Ow!
Click the link below and get yourself a cameo where I'll make a special video just for you. Treat yourself or surprise someone else. It makes a great gift. Link below.
Ow. Oh my god, I feel lightheaded. I can't. I like, ouch! Ouch! Ow! Ouch! Ooh. Ah, 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 ah. Fuck. Ooh.
What the fuck is going on?
Ouch. Ow. Okay, what tricks
What are
can
we
be funny?
watching?
Don't look at me. I'm getting fat. I don't know why that could be funny.
I'm so
How about it's just
confused.
one way? Oh my god, I have to cough.
You're still live? I am. Hello, Daisy.
It must be because of my obesity. Ouch!
Wait.
I use so many muscles. Every time I step out, I can't. It must be because of my obesity. Ouch!
So we just caught him lying literally red-handed there. Didn't he literally say that it wasn't because of his obesity?
Well, this is gonna. Ouch! There's no one here to help me. This is gonna cure my cough quick. It's gonna teach me not to cough ever again. Oh my god. Ouch!
What is this?
Ow! God, what? Ouch. Checkers is gonna get the shout out in this video. Holy shit. God.
Wait,
God.
is there just like a mukbang ready for him in the other room? Like it's a fucking chest you discover on Zelda.
Ow! Ouch! Just using this arm, you use these muscles. I don't know. Battery, it's gonna die. Oh. A rib. Should I go the?
Weekly
Bro,
videos
I don't
about
want to see your fucking
below to follow my
Patreon.
Patreon. You'll get exclusive weekly
Fuck
link below.
off.
Link below.
Oh my
That's what I
god.
heard.
There we go.
It was like multiple, like, you know,
Songs not allowed on YouTube. Link below.
crack, 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 crack. It was like 4, like, you know when you get your back cracked, it's like, up to move. Fuck. I can't pick my legs up to move. It's like your legs are connected to this. What is here? A rib? Should I go the? Should I go the? It was like.
Click the link below to follow my Patreon.
That's what I heard. It was like multiple. All right here. All right here. All right here. It was already sore today, the muscle. But this was distinctive cracks. Distinctive cracks. They were loud, like I could be.
Thank you.
I could feel
Thank
the
you. I
vibrations
appreciate
tonight.
that, Culture Greek.
Oh! Oh!
Who are the people liking this? Yeah, Cyanide Gunny.
Oh my god. Ouch! Oh my god. Oh.
I'm sure he did injure himself. I'm not going to deny it, but like the TikToks make me think it's, like what's going on. This whole thing is so crazy. I swear he had a third channel as well, but I guess not anymore.
Hi everyone, it's me. We're gonna be making a response video to
I
Penguin.
feel like if you broke your ribs, you couldn't even move like that without pain.
Who made a video about me again?
Like
I'm
moving
furious.
around
So if you
like
want to hear a
that
nice
and
rant,
shit.
stay.
I feel
Get
like
a little comfy.
you're like
and
putting
I'm
so much
really,
pressure on
really
your
upset.
fucking body, especially
I'm
at that
furious.
weight.
Do you realize that this person fooled you? Oh, yeah, everyone's laughing at her private parts. Yeah. To undermine me, which is why you told your followers I just ate the whole time.
Did Critical even mention his private parts? I feel this is weird because I feel like this Critical video is probably one of the most respectful videos of Nikocado that I've ever seen. But Nikocado has obviously only responded to him because he's the one who got the most views, I imagine. But yeah, it's just mental. He's talking about Charlie's mention of his butthole during an OnlyFans party, I believe. But it's the truth. Nicocado's asshole has literally been spread around social media for the last fucking year. Like, I have seen it way too many times. Like, I just have. I'm not going to deny that. But, yeah. I think we're going to come to some form of conclusion here. Because, like, I'm getting kind of hungry. And I think I'm going to stream later on at nighttime where we'll do more like... Do you guys like this style? I think this is way easier to stream. I prefer doing this than playing like, video games and shit. I like watching shit and stuff. I feel like this is really fun. I really enjoy this sort of stuff. Maybe not with Nikocado, but yeah, I like it. And you guys are on the chat as well, so you can feature and stuff. So yeah. I love discussions in these. I definitely... Yeah, this is better. Okay, we'll do more shit like this, I think. It doesn't necessarily need to be like bad shit. Can I link you BTTV onto it? Yeah, sure. I don't know what it is. But you said it earlier, but I'm still not sure. It's probably nice to get immediate feedback and discussion. Yeah, I like this style. But live commentary is basically what it is. I like doing this, and I feel like I can be more raw than a YouTube video, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna try if this isn't muted, this stream, I'll probably try and get it cut up and put onto a channel, just for people that have missed it and stuff as well. But yeah, I appreciate you all coming along. Thank you so much. I need to move my camera so I can actually look at it, because it's like on the left and it feels like very unnatural, like looking like that. So yeah, thanks for coming along, everybody. I'll probably be streaming later for sure. If you did miss this stream, it'll be up and I'll try and get some clips cut up, but I will be doing a video on it with more concise and serious thoughts. So yeah, thanks for coming along. Please follow if you're new. Thanks for the subscriptions, and I will see you possibly later. Bye bye, everybody. Take it easy.